Okay, so a couple of those cases I'm not familiar with, but according to Representative Kirkman, these bills protect us from the courts making decisions that would be unconstitutional, that would violate our constitutional rights. So I don't think we have a constitutional right to make guitars or a constitutional right to fry lobster. So I'm not sure that this bill really would have an effect on those particular rulings. I don't know the details to know if maybe they had a contract with an overseas company and were violating that contract when they took the wood from that country. I don't know those details. But in any case, I don't think that his example involves constitutional rights, and so really irrelevant to what he says the law would do. But I just want to reiterate the point that we already have a system that perfectly protects our constitutional rights. The phrase is violation of public policy. And the courts are not allowed to make any decision that would violate public policy. The Constitution is part of our public policy. So it's already long established tradition that any ruling that they would make based on foreign law would be void. They wouldn't make that decision if the outcome would violate the Constitution. That's already long-standing tradition. I just want to point out two examples, too, in the last couple minutes of important instances in our history when foreign law has been invoked. One of them is the Declaration of Independence. Representative Kirkman mentioned the second paragraph. But in the first paragraph, the founders start out by saying, why do we have a right to create a separate country? And the answer that they give is that they have a right under the laws of nature and nature's God, which entitles them to create a separate country. So even our founding fathers in one of our founding documents were invoking religious law, nature's God, which gives them the rights that they say they're entitled to. Another founding court decision in this country is Marbury versus Madison. It's the court decision, 1803, that determined that our Constitution is the basis of our government, and reaffirmed that by saying that the Congress could not create any laws that violated the Constitution, and said that it was up to the courts to make those decisions. That's how we got our whole judicial system where the judges can rule congressional laws unconstitutional. So Marbury versus Madison was creating the Constitution as the fundamental law of this country. And even in Marbury versus Madison, they talk about English law and how the king is forced to respond to parliamentary laws. And so this goes back to 1776 and to 1803, and all through our history, our courts have invoked foreign law when it's appropriate, and they have always made decisions based on the fundamental principle that we cannot make decisions that violate our constitutional rights. That's where we're already at, so I'm not sure what this law accomplishes.
Thank you very much, John. Now we will open it up to questions and answers. So again,